Yo, what's good? What's good with y'all, man? What's up? What's up? Shit, let me know if y'all can hear me or not. Yeah, shit, let me know. Yeah, let me know. Yeah, let me know how my audio sound right now. I think I should be pretty good, but I just wanna, I just want you guys to let me know, so I'll know. Yeah, let me do something right quick. I need to make sure my volume, my audio is good before we start this. Testing, testing. Testing, testing. Okay, I think I'm good. All right. Okay, I think I'm good. So hey, I'm sore and I'm tired, man. My fucking muscles is aching like a motherfucker. But yeah, I'm not gonna cam up today. I'm not even in my spot right now. I'm somewhere else, so yeah, so I'm gonna just for this stream, I'm just gonna be off camera. You know what I mean? I don't want. I, I don't necessarily want this stream to be too long. Maybe like 2.5 hours max. You feel me? Cause I got some shit I got to do. But yeah, I think this is a very very important topic to talk about. You feel me? Like I should have honestly, this should have been the first. This should have been one of my first topics. You know what I mean? But better late than never, right? Like I almost lost my like. This is so important to me because I almost lost my life. Like y'all don't even know. I think I told a story on QB's live about 3-4 months ago when I started doing content seriously. So yeah, I told the story on QB's live about how I almost died having a heart attack, smashing a chick. It was this chick that I had met offline. This little, hold on, let me show y'all right quick. Should I show y'all niggas? No, I ain't gonna show y'all. I don't really have. I didn't blur her face out of nothing, so I'm not gonna show her. But yeah, this little white chick I met offline. You know what I mean? You feel me? Shit, we ended up making some shit happen like the same week. You know what I mean? Like I ran my game on, flirting with her, talking to her, spend a little time with her. She ended up coming by, sliding through the crib, and you feel me, we ended up making some shit happen. But in the midst of us doing our thing, I got a heart attack. I had down there caught a heart attack, bro. And when I caught that heart attack, man, like I felt like I was literally finna die. Like that was like I've been in a couple episodes where I felt like I was finna die, but this was the most intense, bro, because like I passed out when I woke up. I didn't even remember, the fucking she was scared too. She didn't know what to do. She was just, you know what I mean? Like she was flabbergasted because she was a white chick. She ain't never been in a situation where a dude was passed out, down there half dead. You know what I mean? So yeah, and I think I told this story on QB's channel, but I think he edited it out, for whatever reason. But yeah, man, like it was right when honestly, y'all, to be honest, I think this is how ARC Alan Roger Curry lost his life because right when you ejaculate, right when you I should say ejaculate, I ain't gonna get too graphic, but right when you ejaculate, right, your heart starts like going into overdrive. Your heart really starts to race. And since I wasn't healthy, hold on, let me show y'all the type of shape I was in right quick. Let me show y'all exactly how my physique was when this happened to me. I was not healthy at all. And I was really trying to, hit it, you feel me? I was doing more work than what my heart could handle, you feel me? And I've damn near paid the price for it. I almost lost my life, man. Where is that picture? Oh, here it is. That was me. I was like 245 pounds, I think, when I took this picture. Yeah, man, I was heavy. You feel me? I ain't never been that big in my life. Like through most of my life, I've been anywhere between 175 and like 190. You feel me? So I think around this time I was like 245. You feel me? So I was heavy, bro. Cause let me show you like throughout my life, this is normally how big I would be. Let me find the picture right quick. I know I ain't deleted. Where is it? Oh, here it is. So this is the size that I normally like. This is the size I've been my whole life. Like, well, I ain't gonna say my whole life, but through a good majority of my life, around 175 ish. I was like 25 when I took this picture. It was a long time ago, about damn near 10 years ago. So yeah, I was a good 175, and I felt like I was at. Well, I ain't gonna necessarily say I was at my peak, but shit, I was. I felt I can run 3 miles and not get tired. You feel me? As opposed to this picture right here. Where is it? Yeah, as opposed to this, you know what I mean? Like, I was strong, but I was unhealthy, bro. I was just eating pizza. I was eating chocolate. Bro, I just used to DoorDash all my food. I used to go out and just buy. I wasn't eating healthy, period. You know what I mean? So yeah, man. As a result of that, I had an unhealthy heart, because I think the heart is the most healthiest. That's the muscle that you should really be training to via cardio, via running on a treadmill, um, having outside, just doing any type of cardiovascular exercise you need to do. That's the main muscle you should be trying to train, bro. You feel me? I was fucked up too. I was fucked up around this time too. You know what I mean? Like, I was just going through a lot of bullshit. I was damn near finna get evicted out of my apartment. Like, all type of, bro. I was just fucked up around that time, about 2.5 years ago. So yeah, man, it took a lot for me to get out of that. Let me see what y'all talking about right quick. Yo, what's good, Tony Wing Chun Pressure, bro? What's up with you, my guy? Just telling this story about how I almost lost my life. I actually told this story on QB stream, but he deleted it. It was about 3 or 4 months ago. But yeah, let me see. Your heart is another muscle that a lot of people don't work on. Exactly, bro. That's the most important muscle. Like, I almost had I almost died, bro. And when I woke up, I didn't even remember having a heart attack. I just passed out. And the chick, she was like crying, scared. She didn't know what to do. She didn't know to call the ambulance or none. She didn't know what to do. I told her, just let me see. Greetings, true. What's up, Megatron, bro? What's good with you, my guy? Thanks for you. Nice for you to tune in. You feel me? Yeah, man. Just telling this quick story about how I almost lost my life, but with all that being said, I'm just gonna get to the content. It's a few things I want to show you guys. You feel me? Let me see. Andrew Tate, body shaming. Oh yeah, let me share my screen right quick. Oh, first let me take this down. All right. This is me now. Hold on, let me show y'all. See, that was me back then. Like, this is me now. You feel me? Like, right now, this is me. So, yeah, man, I really value. Now, don't get me wrong. I'm still not the healthiest I could be, but I'm a lot better off than what I was. You feel me? I went from 245 to like 225. You feel me? So, yeah, I've come a long way within the past 2 years, and I've been consistent with that 225 weight, 220 to 225. Yep. So I'm trying to get down to like 205, 200 to 205, because I don't want to be like too small. I don't want to be like 175, 185. That's too small for my height. So it ain't necessarily too small for my height. I just don't want to be that small. I want to be at least in the 200s. You feel me? So yeah, but yeah. Let me share my screen to show y'all some content right quick. Show y'all think videos I've come across within the past week or two. I'm gonna just share my entire screen on this one. Yeah, I wish if I was at my crib, I probably would do I probably would be on camera, but since I'm not, I don't really have my setup. So yeah, I'm just improvising right now. I just got my microphone. That's about it. I don't even have my mic holder with me. But yeah, so we're gonna start off with this KevinSamuels video right quick. All right, with that being said, let's get to it.
You can be an average, acute looking woman and And years ago, you could have got a man, a husband, but now when you are trying to put on someone else's hair, put on some, even if you don't do that, but just the weight is doing a lot, man. I can't say in the black community the weight is doing a lot because I have women who are calling in who don't even realize that it's an issue. I had a woman call in the other day, and I said, "Ma'am, at your height and your weight, I mean, no offense, ma'am, but you're the size of a middle linebacker." And she said, "No, I'm not." I'm like, and I went and pulled up Lawrence Taylor, NFL great. I'm like, and I was like, he's 4 inches taller than you. She was shocked. So, how do we get this back on track? Well, when 4 out of 5 of our sisters are overweight and no one can tell you nothing.
bro. See, this is I didn't agree with everything Kevin Samuels said, but that's one thing I 100% agree with, bro. Ain't no way you can, and I think this is our fault too as men because we be giving these chicks like, bro. Let me show y'all something right quick. Where is it? Let me go back. Man, let me show y'all something. See, ain't no way. See, hold up, let me show y'all. Like this is like these chicks actually got dudes, bro. You know what I mean? Like these chicks actually got boyfriends and husbands and kids and all that shit, bro. Ain't no way that these chicks should have dudes, bro. Well, I don't want to say that, bro, because I don't want to make it seem like I'm hating or I'm like a misandrist or anything like that. I'm just saying, like, bro, these chicks should be held accountable for their weight, bro. Like, and man, and that just goes to show how easy women got it, bro. Like, you can be a woman, obese or overweight, and you still can get a dude, bro. You know what I mean? As opposed to a man, you a dude, if you like this, it'd be hard as fuck for you to get a dude. Not saying that I struggle with women, even when I was at that weight, I didn't really struggle with women because I was willing to work, for the women that I did get. I wasn't really getting a whole lot of women, but I did get some women when I was around this weight about 2.5 years ago. But that's what I'm saying, like, bro, like it's just not fair. You feel me? Let me see what y'all talking about in the comments right quick before I get back to the reaction. Okay, y'all talking about books and shit. All right, let's get back to it.
I don't know who can get through to them. We have to start having women be honest with each other. Because when you're raised in our culture, mom leaves the house. So they may hear it from me, but until women start actually having, let's just use it, thoughtful, respectful conversation.
My fault for pausing it, but bro, as a woman, if you that big and obese, how do you even have well, I don't necessarily say you can be confident no matter what size you are, but like, how could you actually have a standard, bro? Like, how could you a chick, you 240 pounds at 5'5"? How can you even have a standard of what type of man you want to get? You want to do this over 6 foot, 205 pounds, chiseled with muscle and got money. How could you have a standard like that's what I agree with Kevin Samuels. How could you have a standard like that for a woman if you're not even living up to the standard that you want, bro? It's this senile, bro. It's idiotic. It's ludicrous, bro. It's ridiculous, man. So I fuck with Kevin Samuels on that talking point that he had, man.
Conversations about, hey, we need to probably do this for our own health, for men or whatever, because men don't care why you do it. We just want it there. Because here's the thing. Men can't turn off and on their provider. If a man falls on hard times, stop producing, we can judge him. And if a man's not masculine, we can judge him. Well, we got to have that standard back up for men and women. And the question is, are people really willing to do it? And I honestly have more faith that they are than they're not.
That's a great point. And I think one of the challenges is with this hookup generation. The problem is a lot of women confuse sexual attention from long-term retention, right?
Yep.
They confuse that because somebody's willing to have sex with you, that doesn't necessarily mean that person will marry you, and that's a lot of times the case. So, from your personal experience,
I agree with that. Like a lot of dudes that have sex with unattractive, overweight chicks just for the convenience of having sex, they don't necessarily mean they want the chicks. You know what I mean? Unless you a guy with no standards, bro. Then you might settle for that unattractive woman. You feel me? Even if the woman broke with no money, you probably still settle for her because you desperate too. Like y'all, like I mean, both of y'all desperate in the same situation, pretty much. So of course y'all might settle for each other because y'all reflect one another. You look in the mirror, you see her. She look in the mirror, she sees you. So I mean, yeah, but yeah, let's continue with this shit.
if you're advising a young woman who wants to be married, what are some of the things that men are looking for in a woman if they're desiring long-term marriage and relationship?
Well, one of the biggest things outside of the weight, the fitness. Fitness is just a standard requirement of all men.
That's 100%, bro. Like as a man, you should always be even if you're not working out or if you're not like lifting weights or whatever, you should still at least be practicing some type of discipline in like martial arts or something like that. You should just be active as a man doing something, bro. Because if you don't, you would just grow soft and weak, bro. That's like one thing I liked about my dad. You know, he had a strong work ethic. I like that about my dad, but he wasn't really disciplined when it came to his diet and his meals and stuff like that and what he need to eat. So I said I don't never want to be big like my dad. That's one thing I don't care, like if I had to choose between being a millionaire and being 350 pounds, I'd choose. No, wait a minute, I said that wrong. If I had to choose between being 350 pounds, having money, as opposed to being broke, but being lean and athletic and all that shit, I'd just be lean and athletic because I value health more than I value having money. That's just me personally, bro. You feel me? So yeah, man. But yeah. I don't know. I mean, I just said yeah, but like I was saying, you should definitely like value your health more than anything, bro. Like, what's the point of having a lot of money if you can't really enjoy the fucking money when you struggle just going up a flight of steps, bro. Like, it's ridiculous, man. Like I remember one time, and I don't mean to, be long winded with this. I'm gonna tell this quick story. I'm gonna go and get back to the video. I remember one time my brother pissed my dad off. Right, I forgot exactly what my younger brother did, but my dad was trying to catch my brother. He could barely walk because I think my dad had gout or whatever. And this man was tiptoeing trying to walk to catch my brother. And he was like dodging. He was just like, come on, dad. Like this, and my dad was trying to whoop him and like catch him to punish him, but he couldn't do it because he was just too He was just too out of shape. So when I seen, I was like, oh, I can't. No, man, I don't never want to be like that. So yeah, man, like don't get me wrong, I love and admire my dad, but bro, it just ain't nobody perfect. But I just want to make up for his imperfections. You feel me? But yeah, let's get back to it.
Like you said, don't confuse short-term access with long-term commitment. When I talk about getting a high value man,
Yo, what's good, Anton, bro? What's up? This is something that I have to talk about. Being unhealthy and overweight and shit, bro. This is a conversation that definitely need to be had, especially in the black community, bro, because we specialize in this shit. But yeah.
and I even tried to turn it to getting a high value husband because people are equating the two. Then the second one, this one's gonna hurt. No children. 51% of black men are single and childless. 64% of them are in the middle class. We've been told that all these other things, but if a man doesn't have children, he doesn't want to necessarily raise another man's children. I say, ladies, understand. Women tell men what you think they deserve by your looks and your weight. So what are you telling men what you think they deserve? So the looks, the lack of children, and then here's the other thing. We talk about femininity, beauty, inspiration, all that. Really, it's cooperation. Men just want you to be cooperative. Can you work with me? Work with me. And that's what more than anything else.
No, I want my woman to be submissive. Well, I want her to be both. She have to be submissive and cooperative. Cooperative is like working together to achieve a goal or whatever. You feel me? Like, can you work with me and can I work with you? You know, like, can we get along? Like, that type shit, right? Versus being submissive, it's like what I say go, you know what I mean? Like, this is what we're gonna do, and if you gonna do it, then you need to do it. If you're not gonna do it, you need to get the fuck up out of my face, type shit. Like, I want one woman to have a degree of submission. I don't want her to be like a dog or my pet or anything, but if I tell her to do something, I don't want her to resist what I'm saying. I just want her to go along and get along, because what I'm telling her to do is going to be beneficial not just for me but for her too. And if she's not doing what I want her to do, then it's like, why are you even here? Like, why are you around me? I'm not going to like tell you to do anything that I wouldn't want to do, you know what I mean? Or anything that wouldn't benefit you as well. So I do want my woman to be submissive too, and not just cooperative, but yeah.
Else. Now, I say women are great with their feminine, beautiful, and inspirational. I have a higher standard because I feel like that if you want the best, you should be the best. You should not want a man who is a master of the universe and he's just getting he
I'm gonna read the comments after this video.
has to work to become that. Are you an appropriate reward or appropriate prize for that catch? Let me see if I can shorten it down. Ladies, are you?
All right, let me see what y'all talking about right quick. We got agreed at Tony Wing trying pressure. However, the looks threshold is the key to opening those doors. Can't open the doors if you look like Chief Keef. I barely remember. It's that I don't like. I barely remember that dude. Tony Wing trying pressure. You need to be in shape and fit because your money alone can't prevent you from heart attacks and strokes. They come out of nowhere. Exactly. And that's what happened to me. Well, my situation, it didn't necessarily come out of nowhere, but I know at a certain point it can definitely come out of nowhere if you like too unhealthy, right? Me, I just really, I triggered my own heart attack, I should say. You feel me? Like by just trying to overwork too hard and just trying to, just doing the most in the bedroom. You feel me? But yeah, let's go to another video. It's gonna be another Kevin Samuels. I'm gonna change the format after. I'm gonna play this Andrew Tate video, and I'm gonna change the format so I can read the comments quicker. But yeah,
Nothing. And you can do that, but at the end of the day, men are the consumers. We're pushing this no standard, no nothing. And you can do that, but at the end of the day, men are the consumers and men aren't buying it. Yeah. Because see, here's the thing. You can be an average, acute looking woman. And years ago,
Hey Rick, I'm gonna open a panel up soon, bro. I'm gonna wait till I get to the Greg Doucette video, then I'm gonna open the panel up, bro, so you can hop on.
Could have got a man, a husband, but now when you are trying to put on someone else's hair, put on some, even if you don't.
My nigga said I felt unstoppable. Nigga, you was unstoppable, bro. You were the most capable nigga out of all of us, bro. Bro, we got to get you back up there, my nigga.
Do they? But just the weight is doing a lot, man. I can't say in the black community the weight is doing a lot because I have women who are calling in who don't even realize that it's an issue. I had a woman call in the other day, and I said, "Ma'am, at your height and your weight, I mean, no offense, ma'am, but you're the size of a middle linebacker." And she said, "No, I'm not." I'm like, and I went and pulled up Lawrence Taylor, NFL grade. I'm like, and I was like, he's 4 inches taller than you. She was shocked. So how do we get this back on track? Well, when 4 out of 5 of our sisters are overweight and no one can tell you nothing, I don't know who can get through to them.
Okay, yeah, I think this
we have to start having women be honest with each other. Because when you're raising, I say, ladies, understand, women tell men what you think they deserve by your looks and your weight. So what are you telling men what you think they deserve? So the looks, the lack of children, and then Here's the other thing. We talk about femininity, beauty, inspiration, all that. Really, it's cooperation. Man, I just want you to be cooperative.
All right, yeah, we already seen it. Let me go to another one. Let me go to this Andrew Tate joint.
So amazing because we talk about body positivity to protect females. Nobody talks about it to protect men.
Yeah,
and it's actually amazing. You nailed it, right? It makes your life harder. And I kind of feel like sometimes if a woman puts on a bit of weight, her friends are so busy giving her body positivity. Let me tell you.
You said I only date women who look like they are around the 130-pound range. Yeah, man. I can date. Okay, if she's like 5'5", 150, I can do that. But I can't do like if I can't lift her up in the air like she a damn toy. I don't know. I'm not gonna want to settle with her long term. You feel me? Like that's just my standard. But yeah, I preferably I want a woman, that's like 5'2", 130. You know what I mean? That's like my sweet spot. You feel me? Because I feel like I can completely dominate a woman that size. You said at Megatron, you said martial arts is how I'm rebuilding myself. Uncle Guns always says that you must be combat fit, and not only for the ladies but for yourself, for sure. Yeah. I'm about to change this format out in a minute so I can read these comments a little bit better because I got to do extra to read these fucking comments. It's kind of annoying me. But
I'll tell you what happened if I got out of shape. My brother would be like, what the fuck happened to you, bro? You're a fat fuck. You used to be the man. You were Hercules. Why'd you let it all slip? Yeah. And there's nothing wrong with accountability. There's nothing wrong. And it's not fair. What it's not fair to do is to make fun of something that they cannot change. It's not fair to judge someone by their skin color. It's certainly not fair to judge a man by his height, but you all do it. It's not fair. But it is fair to judge somebody by their own personal choices, which they can definitely affect if they so choose. Correct. Because that says a lot about their personality as a whole. I'll tell you something that's going to sound crazy. So put it all over the fucking internet, make me go viral. I don't do business with fat fuckers. I'm talking about men. If I sit down with a fat guy, I don't do business with him because I assume he's lazy. I assume he's lazy. Correct. I will sit there with him and say, you know what? You're sitting here, you want $7 million on my money, and you can't even hit a fucking treadmill? No, I won't do it. Now, that's my personal choice. It's my money. I get to do whatever I want, right? But my point is, you are a shop front, and what you decide to show to the world is a shop front. I get away with the shit I get away with. Even saying the things I say is because I'm big and strong. If I was some little bitch, none of you would be listening to me. Right? So that's the world. So if you decide as a man, let's forget the woman thing. As a man, I'm going to be fucking morbidly obese. I'm not going to take you seriously in that business meeting. That is your fucking choice. That's your choice.
And he's right.
So amazing. Because
yeah, that's the thing, man. Like, I'm going to play this video right quick. And that's the thing, like obesity, bro, like this. It's like you just said, fuck it. You feel me? Like, I don't care about nothing. You know what I mean? I'm depressed. I'm going to just eat my life away, And I was heading down that path, bro. When I was living with my mom, I just didn't care about nothing, bro. I was just playing the game, eating and jerking off the whole time. But, I just said, you know what, bro? I can't live like this. I'm better than this, bro. I do not want to. This is just not how men should be living their life, bro. Like, playing the game all day, jerking off and just eating junk food. Like, no, bro. Like, I ain't no way, bro. Yeah, man. All right, let me go to this other video. Give me 1 second.
In his own name. And I just been on my own ever since. Food is like my best friend. Thank you. Can I have some juice, Miss V? When I eat.
That's the thing. Here's the thing, right? You got people that do, like, they have different ways to cope with their pain or cope with their anxiety and shit. Me personally, I didn't necessarily use food. I used video games to cope with the things that I was going through at the time. Now you got people use drugs, you got people that use food, you know what I mean? Anything that'll help a person feel good, that's what they use to cope with whatever they're going through at that point in their life, right? Me personally, I just got tired of coping and I decided to like change my situation, you know what I mean? Or at least, you know what I mean, go in a different direction. So about 5 years ago, I just decided to just, pawn my video game, right? I was like, I'm going to pawn this motherfucker, get about $150, $200 and use that towards something that's going to help me elevate my life. You feel me? So I pawned it for about 3 months and I said, I'm not going to do nothing. I ain't going to play no video game. No, cause I just got tired, bro. And this was an addiction that I was suffering from. And my nigga, Memphis Gamer, he in the chat, he know this probably better than anybody in the chat, bro. Like, well, actually anybody that I know, he noticed that, like, when I was in high school, well, I ain't gonna say when I was in high school, but bro, like, bro, I used to be a hardcore video game addict, bro. You feel me? And when I stopped being an addict, that's when my life started to change. Like, pretty much, it was just that simple, fucking playing the game 10, 12 hours a day, eating junk food, all that shit, jerking off. I know I'm keep saying the same thing over again, but this is something that I really suffered from, bro. Just like, bro, I used to be I used to play football, you know what I mean? I used to do respectable things like before it was introduced to video games, bro. So yeah, man, and I think her addiction was a lot worse because her addiction literally affected her health, bro, to a point where like, even if she lost all that weight, she still have a shit ton of loose skin. She had to get surgery and all that stuff, bro. So my addiction affected me mentally, but not so much physically, but hers affected her more so physically than anything, bro. And I just don't want to walk around those 600 pounds, bro. Hell no. So that being said, I'm going to let this play. I'm probably not going to play the entire video because I don't know how TLC feel about me playing their content, but yeah.
Eat, it take the stress away. That's what I do to help me cope with things.
I need a roller cart.
Right.
We gonna have to get one.
I know that the food is unhealthy and it's not good for me, but with the habit that I had so long, it's hard to change that. So I'm disappointed in myself for letting myself get to this place, but you can't change the past.
Bro, by her voice, she got to be from Louisiana, Mississippi, Tennessee, Atlanta. Like, she is one of those 4 states. I know her voice, bro. She sounds like she from the South. I don't know exactly where, but I know.
The situation with me as a child, I have 3 siblings. My sister, my older brother, I have a deceased brother. I was a baby. And up until the time that I was 12, everything was really...
By the way, I hope she's recovering from, her stress from whatever she was going through in her life. You know what I mean? Hopefully she's on a upward trajectory, towards self-improvement and, things of that nature. But yeah.
peaceful. My dad was always at work. He was the provider to bring in the finance, but my mom, she was a great stay-at-home, mom.
Damn.
She made sure that we didn't want for nothing.
Bro, like, bro, I gotta go back to that, bro. Okay, y'all. I know I'm fucking with y'all right now with that image, bro, but I'm saying this. So, bro, man, look. I'm pretty sure if I had 1,000 or 2,000, even 15,000 people watching me right now, bro, I guarantee you less than 10% of them niggas would want to be with this chick. I'm not trying to bully. I'm not trying to hurt. I'm just stating the facts, bro. It sounds like I'm being mean and harsh and misandrous, but, bro, this is the reality of the situation. And don't get me wrong, I love my sisters, and I've dealt with a few overweight sisters, too. Don't get me wrong. Not a lot, but a few. But, man, ain't no dude finna deal with no chick this size, bro. I don't give a fuck what Locario or none of them niggas say, bro. Lucario and them niggas over there doing their thing. I'm trying not to talk about them niggas no more. But I'm saying, bro, this nigga he count, bro. Ain't no dude finna deal with no woman like this, man. You out your fucking mind, bro. She the size of like 4 women, bro. She's like 4 women in one. You know what I mean? But I know I know she's probably not even as big no more. You know what I mean? But you know, hopefully she's lost weight and you know she's seeing a nutritionist and she's on like some type of meal diet plan or whatever. But I'm just using her as an example, bro. Like, ain't no nigga. I don't give a fuck what them game niggas saying, bro. I ain't letting them niggas deceive, bro. Them niggas ain't no dude dealing with no chick this size, bro. Like, nigga, it's an actual beauty standard. She's I think morbidly obese. Yeah, bro. Like, come the fuck on, my nigga. But yeah, let's continue with this.
She made sure that we didn't want for nothing. Both of my parents are Baptists. Bible study, Sunday school, praise dancing.
He said this is who Locario want to stay on the plantation with access denied. You funny as hell for that.
Just learning the work of God and positive people with positive attitudes. And during my early elementary school years, I was always a little chubby. Food was just something we did as a family and as a community. And
I'm gonna stop it right quick. I don't think Locario and them are getting women. Well, I don't know this for a fact, but I'm gonna just assume I don't think they're getting women this fucking big. But they probably big, but they probably not this big. But they're telling their audience is you should, as long as she's attractive to you and she's this big, then you should settle for a woman this big. No, bro, because you gonna cheat on her with a more attractive woman if you like in some type of monogamous relationship or whatever. No, bro, that's bullshit, bro. But you know, I ain't gonna be too hard on niggas Locario. Like dudes, I guess you know, big women need love or whatever, and their audience is geared towards these type of women. So I'm done talking about that bullshit.
I love eating for that reason because food always meant love. But then when I was 12, everything changed.
Yo, what's up, Primal Studios, man? What's good, man? I seen you. I think I seen you do like you was hosting a debate between Alex playing with fire and another guy. I'm not really sure. I think Educated Tyrone. And yeah, that was a pretty good debate. I'm not sure if that was you or not, but yeah, man.
Because that's when my mom died very suddenly. My mother had asthma real bad, so one night she was having an attack. So my older brother, Terry, took mom to the hospital, and before she left, she said, if I don't make it back, tell everybody I love them. But, you know, I'm not
Yeah, Primal, man. Shout out to you, bro. Shout out to you, my guy.
thinking that it's a possibility that my mom not gonna come back. So when we got to the hospital,
oh my God, bro.
when we went in the room, me and my sister, they let us go in there, and I was trying to wake my mom up, but she wouldn't wake up. She was just laying there. And I just kept on pushing her, trying to wake her up, and she wouldn't. Then somebody told me she was.
Yeah, I'm done watching this. I can't watch no more of this shit. Yeah, I'm gonna open a panel up right quick and let my guy Memphis Gamer come on right quick. Yeah, I can't do it, bro. That's just no. I can't keep watching it. But I'm gonna change. I'm gonna actually change the format too, so I can see the comments a little bit better. Let me stop this. Let me see. All right. Okay, let me share this link right quick. All right, my bro. If you in the if you still in the chat or if you still watching, man, go hop on, bro. Let me see.
It's hard to be 100% honest, to be your true, authentic self. But as you know, I have no.
Yeah, I actually wanted to go to the actual Jubilee live stream, but you know how Jubilee is with their content, so I'm gonna just I'm gonna just react to Greg Doucette for right now. But yeah, let's hop back to it.
Filter. I'm going to tell people exactly what I think. Coach Greg, in today's video, I'm reacting on Jubilee, an episode of which I was a part of.
I have felt disgusted looking at a fat body.
Let me see what y'all talking about. Yeah, sad when people are slowly self-deleting by not taking care of themselves. Yeah, man. What's good, Style Kings, bro? What's up with you, my guy? Can I come up? Yeah, Tony, you can come up, bro. It's an open panel now. I just want my brother from another mother, Memphis Gaming, to come up because we had this plan for like the last how long? For the last like 2 weeks. So y'all really want him to come up, but yeah, man, anybody can come up. You know, it's a open panel at this point. But yeah.
Can our agreeers please step forward?
And so here's the thing. When you're standing face to face with somebody and the camera's rolling in particular, it's hard to be 100% honest, to be your true authentic self. But as you know, I have no filter. I'm going to tell people exactly what I think. I don't think I'm exaggerating. I'm not trying to make people feel bad. I'm simply giving you my 100% honest opinion.
Man, people need to be told the truth, bro. I mean, you don't want to be disrespectful with it. You feel me? Like you do, like yeah, like you don't want to just fly up and say, like, bitch, you fat as fuck. You need to lose weight. You know, you don't want to be too disrespectful with it because at that point, most people aren't like they're not gonna be in a position to listen to you, or they'll disregard you. You cursing me out, disrespecting me. I'm not listening to nobody like that. So yeah, you want to be respectful with it, but people do need to be told the truth. You know what I mean? And when we tell them the truth, at that point, you need to try to give them practical steps they could take in order for them to improve their life, bro. And you know, so yeah, I 100% agree with Greg Doucette on that.
Opinion.
Would you agree, like, looking at his physique, like, he's at a perfectly, I would say, maybe healthy?
No.
You think?
He's definitely overweight, definitely obese.
And so it takes a lot more courage to tell somebody, especially face to face, what they need to hear rather than what they want to hear. Oh, he's still good. He's all right, right? It's not so bad. No, it's not good at all. What are you talking about?
Can our agreeers please step forward? Whoever feels compelled to start us off.
And so the first thing I'm going to say is I don't believe anyone that didn't.
Yeah, Style Kings, I was looking at your live stream you had in, I think you was in Guadalquivir. I don't know how to pronounce that city or whatever you was in. Yeah, man. It's a dope stream, bro. Hopefully, you know, sometime in the future I could, you know, have a live stream with me going out of, you know, of me going to a different, you know, country or whatever, showing y'all the lifestyle and things of that nature. You feel me? Yeah. But let me see. All right, let me bring this dude up right quick. Yo, what's up with you, Tony? We ain't trying to impress. What's good with you, bro?
Yo.
What's good with you? What's up?
Good.
What's good? So, what you think about the stream so far, man? Like, well, not the stream, but what you think about the topic, man?
I just think that like people gotta just lose weight more, and then people just like in today's society, everybody's just so lazy. So yeah, because everybody's at home ever since the pandemic, and so like ever since like then, it's just everybody's been inside since like 2020. So
Yeah.
I think people just gotta go out more. So people gotta stop complaining. So
I agree 100% on that, man. You know, people normally like to make excuses for them to be in the positions that they're in, as opposed to just doing what they need to do to get themselves out of that rut. So I definitely agree with that, man. You know, and I'm actually guilty of that. For a good majority of my life, I always, you know, had excuses for why I was in a place, while I was in those bad positions or whatever. You know what I mean? Constantly making excuses like, you know, even if I go to this job interview, they ain't gonna hire me anyway, so why should I go? Or, you know, I might as well just stay at home and not go out, because if I go out, ain't no women gonna want me. You know what I mean? Like, just constantly, you know, just thinking of different things to, you know, just to prove my point, man. You feel me? But yeah, man, only thing you doing is just digging yourself in a deeper hole, man. You giving yourself a reason to be nihilistic and and it just be pessimistic and shit. So yeah, man. With that being said, I'm gonna get back to the video.
Come forward. I don't believe that there's any person out there that is never disgusted by looking at a fat body. But it's a lot more politically correct to say, no, I'm not disgusted. I feel bad for them. They're a genuine human being. They're in this vessel. And so no one deserves to feel disgusted by looking at them. Can't help how we feel. What does feeling disgusting mean? Feeling extreme dislike or disapproval of something. And so when you watch a 600-pound loser and you see someone who's 6, 7, 800 pounds eating themselves quite literally to death, how can you not feel disgusted?
It is disgusting, bro. You know, and that's just being honest. It is like if you 600 pounds, it's like they're at a point where they think even if I stop eating and stop gaining and just stop, just participating in these bad activities, whatever, just overeating and shit. It's gonna take way too much effort for me to get myself out of this position, so I might as well stay in it, huh?
It's like 600 pounds is like half the weight of a small car.
Man, that's crazy. I didn't even know that. That's ridiculous. Man, I don't honestly. I've never actually seen a person that weight before, 600 pounds. Like the heaviest person I've seen in my life was like 400 pounds, and that person couldn't even get up and walk. That person was literally in a wheelchair.
It's either that or they're really tall. So, it's either that or they're really tall.
Really tall. So it's like, if they like 7'2" or something, you like, it's like you can't really tell how much they really weigh. You know, even if they 400 pounds, it won't be too, heavy on them because they so fucking tall. But yeah, man, like I don't never want to be in a position to where I don't think I could get myself out of, and that's the case with these guys that weigh 350 pounds, 400 pounds. They think that they pretty much like they're all the way in the Earth's core or some shit, and they constantly trying to dig themselves out, and they like, I can't get myself out of this. I'm too far in the hole, But yeah, with that being said, let's continue, man.
Does that look aesthetic? And so is it not normal for me or anyone else to feel extreme dislike or disapproval of what they're doing? Because if I don't, then what's wrong with me? Why do I not have that disapproval? Why do I not have a feeling of, that is not good. That is not okay. That is not acceptable. Let's compare it to somebody who perhaps is an addict. They've gone down the wrong path. They've abused certain substances for years, and you walk by them on the street as they're scratching their face, speaking into the oblivion, and not knowing where they are. They're tethered, they're weathered, perhaps their teeth are falling out. And you can tell me that you can look at that with no extreme dislike or disapproval, and so you can't help how you feel. And so when I see somebody who's literally throwing their life away, all because they want to eat any calorie surplus, I feel disgusted. And so does that make me a bad person? Does it mean I don't have sympathy or empathy for that person?
Man, I haven't eaten anything since I've been up. I've been up since like 10 o'clock and I ain't nothing. So I've been fasting for roughly about 10, 12 hours. I don't know. Somewhere around that time frame. But
never ate nothing.
Yeah, man, like you being able to control your appetite is like the most important thing, bro. Like you constantly, even if you feel the need to eat, bro, like that don't necessarily mean you should. And if you eat some watermelon, eat an apple, eat a banana, eat something that's light but that's still healthy, And I'm not saying you should eat that every day. I eat watermelon every day, but I'm not saying you can eat watermelon every day. Just don't eat so much.
Yeah.
And not even just watermelon, just food in general. Just
like
don't eat so much of it.
It's not good. So
hell no, man. That's how I gained a lot of weight. Like being, being educated on like calorie deficits and calorie surpluses, that's very important because just because you're eating healthy or you think you're eating healthy, you may be eating too much of what you're eating, and that's gonna cause you to be in the calorie surplus. So it's like, even though it may be healthy fats or a lot of the calories might be good calories or whatever, like you still accessing calories. So it's like, bro, Like you're actually doing more harm to yourself than good because you're eating so fucking much. Even though it might be a lot of fruits and vegetables, but yeah.
That I don't wish they could lose weight because I know they can. If they were in a calorie deficit, they of course would lose weight. But they choose not.
Bro, if I had a migraine, I wouldn't even be streaming. I'm good. Most Americans eat too many carbs and not enough protein. That's a fact, bro.
Not to.
Prime, I agree 100% on that, man. Because carbs is in your pasta, spaghetti, pizza, that type shit. So
it isn't everything.
Huh?
Carbs is like literally in everything. It's just,
but that's the most satisfying, shit. All the carbs is like the most satisfying meals to eat as opposed to protein like chicken and lean beef, and shit like that, and turkey and ham. Well, not so much ham. Ham is like pork, and I don't really eat pork like that. But yeah, man, like it's not really as exciting to eat it as opposed to like Alfredo and pizza and stuff like that. So yeah.
For whatever reason that may be, but I have disgust, and so I stepped forward.
In general, being fat is unacceptable because you control every single morsel of food that goes into your mouth.
And so what Myron's saying is that it shows a lack of discipline, a lack of self-awareness, a lack of care for you to just simply eat everything and anything and not care about what you put into your body. And so, is he not right? Is he not telling the truth?
Like, how can you not? I just can't understand.
You can't
nobody
assume that
thinking
everyone
that.
has the same opinion, though, because unfortunately, some people have emotional stuff that happened, traumatic stuff that's happened.
Yeah, I'm not disagreeing with that.
Yo, what's up, Spawn the Programmer, bro? What's good with you?
I'm not saying they don't have more ghrelin. Perhaps they had trauma in their childhood. But whatever the cause of that was, it still leads to me feeling disgust. And so in the same sense, when that person is on the streets scratching their face and their teeth are falling out and they're crawling at their skin, whatever led to them doing that, which of course is a sad story, it still has me feeling in disgust.
There's way worse stuff going out in the world versus
Absolutely.
people saying, oh my God, I'm sad, I'm gonna eat some ice cream. It's like, no, dude, it's like, you're fat, you made that decision.
And so what Myron's saying is, you're fat, you made that decision, which they did, unless you're a child. If you're a kid, if you're 7 or 8 years of age and you're morbidly obese, to me, that's the parent's fault. That's on them. And so when I see a parent who has a child who's hundreds of pounds overweight, what I see is a parent who's abusing their child. Yeah, I said it. To me, it's a form of abuse.
You live in the best country ever. If you live in a civilized first world country where you have electricity, internet power, etc., you deserve to be bullied. It's ridiculous to me.
I don't agree with that. I don't think anyone deserves to be bullied, but I can't help but feel disgusted.
When I see a fat person, I'm like, wow, you got the gift of life. You got the gift of being in a developed country, and you're a fat POS talking about body positivity on TikTok?
You don't need to call someone a fat piece of shit because they already know they're doing something wrong. They look in the mirror and realize this isn't good. I've made the choice to eat too many calories for whatever reason, to be lazy. That's right. I agree with that. Myron's going to say that he agrees with that. And unless you're working to lose weight, you are in fact lazy. Now, if you're overweight and you're on a weight loss journey, for example, Brentley, he started at 574 pounds. He's lost over 200 pounds.
Damn. That's extremely good. And one thing
Wow.
I found out is that the heavier you are, the easier it's going to be for you to lose weight. You know, because like if you just go out and just go for a walk for like an hour straight in the sunlight, like you're going to lose hella weight, if you're like 500 to like 600 pounds, as opposed to you being 200 pounds. Because for me, it was extremely easy for me to lose those 20, 25 pounds. But now I'm struggling to lose 10, 15 pounds. It takes me like even the work I do when I go to the gym, at least 3 days a week, like it's still hard. Like I'm gaining muscle, but I'm not necessarily losing any weight. You feel me? Because I'm getting older. I'm like 32. I'm getting older in age, but regardless,
the same thing
man.
too. I work out like Monday through Friday, Monday through like the same thing for me too. I work out like Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. So
yeah. Are you like practicing Wing Chun pressure now?
yeah. I do weightlifting like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and then Thursday and Friday I practice on the wooden dummy.
My
So
God, man, just
the
keep the
forms
grind
and
going,
everything.
bro. Do you
Yeah.
so you actually practice Wing Chun, right?
Yeah.
All right, remind me never to piss you off. All right, so yeah, let's continue with this. He said, "This man named Disagreeable. What the fuck, bro? Who named themselves Disagreeable, bro? Somebody trolling me." He said they have less mobility. He said they have less mobility. It should be easier for a little person to put in their work. Yeah, man. Like I'm at a point where I can do muscle ups and shit now. You know how long it took for me to get to this point? Like damn near 2 years, bro. So, and I've been this last year, I've been like more consistent. But the year prior, I was on and off with it. You know, I would work out like a whole week, and then I would take 2 weeks off, and then I work out a day here, a day there. Then I work a whole week. You know, the next month, and I take 2 days off. I was really inconsistent, but at least I was, you know, trying to be consistent. But
Yeah, doing
you know, when
something.
that heart
Yeah.
attack happened to me, I was like, I'm gonna just stay honed in on this. You know, like. So yeah.
Clearly, he's not lazy. He's showing himself going to the gym, losing weight. He's sponsored by Harder Than Last Time, and so he's doing his best to lose the weight. And so clearly, Brentley is not lazy. But he was lazy. How do you think he got to 574 pounds in the first place? But now he's doing his best to get better. And so we praise him for this because he's doing his best.
I did an experiment back in like 2015 where I like bulked for like almost 2 years, and I got up to like 250 pounds.
Going on a bulk to put on some more muscle and then going on a cut after doesn't really make you understand what exactly.
Yo, what's up, Primal Man? What's good with you?
Not too bad. How about yourself?
I'm sort of sore, you know, but aside from that, man, I'm okay.
Yeah, no, I love the topic, so I wanted to pop up, and I saw you streaming and show you a little support, see what was cooking. But yeah, you got a good
Yes,
topic,
sir.
my man.
Mm-hmm. So what do you think about the topic? Like how relevant is the topic is, you know, to this day society or whatever? Like you think people are lazier or
It's 1,000,000% relative. They say like just for Americans, over 70% of Americans are overweight, if not morbidly obese.
Hold on, wait,
Yeah.
what? You said 70%?
70%. 70%.
Oh,
This is the latest. This is the latest CDC statistic that 70% of Americans are either overweight at a minimum, or in the next category being morbidly obese or obese. So those are, if you're just at a healthy weight, you're in the top 30% of Americans right now.
Man, I would have never guessed that. Yeah.
Yep. No, that's
I'm a stat.
Yeah, I was gonna say, look around. Just look around. Go out. Go to a mall. Go to the airport. Go to wherever. You'll see. Count them up. I bet you count 7 out of 10 people. They're looking fat.
A lot of fat people.
Yeah, man. Well, yeah, I would say where I'm at now is, I would say about 40 to 50% of the people I see they're overweight, but it's hard to tell, I should say. But yeah, man, I would have never guessed like 70% as a whole is overweight. That's mind blowing. That's actually bad.
Well, we've gotten to a point where somebody just looking a little bit overweight doesn't necessarily make us think they're overweight unless you're kind of looking at it from more of an objective, because you just get used to, oh yeah, maybe they're a little bit chunky, but they're fine. And actually they're like legit medically overweight.
Yeah, man. So what do you consider overweight? Like if you around 6'1", 6'2", I think 175, you would be in top shape. I think.
Yeah,
right?
Based on those numbers, you would probably be in a pretty good classification. The hard part about it is it's hard to just put like a weight and a height on it, because you'll get a general idea, but body types are different. You might meet some like 5'5" guy that's 180 pounds, but he's just like power lifter dude.
Yeah.
And he's not like fat. He's just, he's just really in shape and muscular. So it's hard. Yeah. It's hard for just those numbers. If you want to get like a really accurate idea of it, you have to do some kind of body composition testing. So they have to go and get like the dunk test or the calipers or any of that kind of thing.
To test your body weight percentage, right?
Correct. Yeah. Because it's a breakdown of your fat versus your basically muscle and other structures in your body. So, but generally speaking, you can use like BMI as an indicator, but it's not a perfect indicator, because there's definitely plenty of people that fall outside of, hey, like per the BMI chart, they would be considered overweight. But if you look at them, they're like some high level athlete that's ripped as shit, and you're like, oh no, okay, they're obviously not overweight.
Like like they may be 185, 5'9", but their muscle it definitely outweighs their fat percentage.
Right. You look at someone like a Tyreek Hill, and if he comes in and he weighs 180, 190 pounds, but he's like 5'9", 5'10", he's not fat. Like he's not overweight. He's just built like that.
Yes, sir. I 100% agree with that.
Stocky, something like that. Yeah.
Get back to the video.
It feels like to be mortally obese.
I am naturally this way. This is with working out 4 or 5 times a week. That's not true.
Now listen, going to the gym 4 to 5 times a week, lifting weights, putting on a little bit of muscle is not going to undo all the years, decades of overeating. When you are overweight, it's not because you don't go to the gym. It's because you eat too many calories. You can actually be at an ideal body fat percentage by not even training. It comes down to calories in, calories out. And so if you're overweight, it's because you're eating too much. Now, would going to the gym and doing cardio help? Of course it would. But you can't just say, hey, I train 4 to 5 days a week and this is my body fat and this is what I'm meant to be. Imagine if I was in his 6'6" tall body. I would probably be a professional athlete. He's 6'6", he's athletic. This is the elite. This is the cream of the crop. He's the top 1% of the obese individuals. And so to me, he doesn't actually represent the average person who's overweight. Now, if you were in my body and trained 4 to 5 days a week, didn't race bikes, didn't do triathlons, didn't do 20 hours of cardio a week growing up, do you really think we would look the same? Do you think he would look like Coach Greg if he, in fact, switched bodies with me? I believe if we switched bodies in 3 years from now, I would be shredded at his physique and he would be overweight in mine. That comes down to how bad do you want it? How much are you willing to put in the work?
People burn at their resting metabolic rate a different set of calories. Doesn't matter.
Let's say that he has a slow metabolism. His body only burns.
Yeah, I agree with that because just because, like I'm 225 right now. I have to work extremely hard to lose 10 pounds as opposed to, 10 years ago when I was 20. Well, I'm 32. I said about 7 years ago, I didn't really have to work as hard to lose those calories because I guess I was younger and my metabolism was a lot quicker or better or whatever. But yeah, man, that metabolism does play a part, because I gain weight quicker and I'm stronger as a result of that, but it's just still hard for me to lose weight because I guess it's just in my genetics or whatever. I don't know, maybe it's the same for you, Primal, maybe it's different for you, Wing Chun, I don't know.
I think the longer that you remain at a similar weight, the more your body finds a state of homeostasis and it wants to stay there, right? It wants to stay there. So your body's become adapted to
2,000 calories a day, of which I don't.
You're good. I was gonna say your body kind of gets to a set point, right? If you have weighed 180 for 10 years, your body's gonna probably try to keep you around 180 pounds, unless you do something that's either extremely intaking your calories a bunch more, or if it's, hey, I'm going on a big cut and I'm doing a bunch of extra work and I'm trying to really diet hard, your body's going to want to stay in a relatively happy area basically with itself.
Yeah, that's basically me right now. I've been at this same weight for a year straight and I've been trying to lose weight, but it's just really hard because I've been at this weight for a good 3 years. Actually, I was heavier, but like I said earlier in the stream, I lost a good 20-25 pounds. So when I lost the 25 pounds, I've been at 220, for about 2 years roughly. But it's just, and I've gained muscle, but it's just so hard for me to lose an extra 10 pounds. Maybe I have to do a lot more cardio, maybe I have to diet harder or whatever. But
here's the question I have for you. How do it'll sound like a bit of a silly question, but how do your clothes fit? Do they fit the same or do they fit different? Because even though your weight on the scale is the same, if you put on more muscle, then your ratios have shifted, right? So you have more muscle compared to fat. So the way to kind of tell that without a DEXA scan or an in-body machine or something like that, a really good indicator is just, how do my clothes fit?
Well, yeah, so I'm wearing shorts right now, right? And a year ago, these shorts, I didn't like. Now I have to sort of tie the shorts up just to keep them from falling, as opposed to about a year and a half ago. I didn't have to really do that. That would have a like a snug fit.
So it would be fair to say that your waist has changed.
Exactly. Like I've gained muscle, but I'm trying to like diet. I'm trying to get to around 205, 210, 215, around that range. At least another 10 to 15 pounds. But I think I am making progress. It's just I know like you said, your body want to have a state of homeostasis where it's like it want to be comfortable and happy at the weight that you are maintaining. So yeah, man.
Yeah, but if your clothes are changing and how the way they sit on your body or how you fit, something's changing. Even if the scale, like a lot of people get caught up on the number on the scale, and it's something, but it's not everything. If your pants fit different than they did 3 months ago, then you're changing in some way or the other, whether it's better or worse. Yeah.
Have you been overweight at any point in your life?
No, I've always been relatively thin, I guess, if you will.
Okay.
Yeah.
Or what about you, Wing Chun? Have you ever been like 15, 20 pounds overweight?
No, I haven't been fat. I've been mostly like skinny my whole life. Like the past 5 years, I went up from 120 to like 170 from like lifting weights. So
man, you guys are blessed. I'm a big country boy, so I guess that plays a factor with me. So yeah, my dad, big bone, my sister, everybody in my family pretty much is, big. I'm probably I ain't gonna say I'm the smallest, but I'm definitely not the biggest. But yeah, let's get back to it.
Don't believe that to be true. He's 6'6". You really think he has a slow metabolism? He's huge. But let's say he does. Let's say his resting metabolism is 2,000. Let's say I'm so lucky mine's 3,000, of which it's not. If he eats at 2,000 calories,
yeah, it's live club gyms, bro. You can join the panel, man.
A day, he's going to maintain his weight. If I eat at 3,000, I'm going to maintain mine. So why don't you eat 2,000? I'll eat 3,000. We're even, Steven. That is the difference. If you have a very slow metabolism, for example, almost all women, and compared to men, have a much lower metabolism. But does that mean women have to be fat? I don't think so. And so depending on how big you are and how active you are, it's going to make you adjust your calories. If you're doing triathlons, you might need to eat 5,000 or 6,000 calories a day. If you're a gamer playing games all day, maybe you only need 1,500. And so eat the amount of calories that you need, regardless if you have a fast or slow metabolism. Everyone can be at a healthy weight.
I don't think I'll ever look at somebody based on their situation and think that I'm disgusted.
So, and if he's not disgusted, what in fact is he? Understand that these.
I'm sorry. If I see somebody, if I see a woman that's 5'5" and 250 pounds or 300 pounds, or if I see a guy that's 6'2" and 380 pounds, that's disgusting. I'm sorry. I might not tell him that, but I have that thought in the back of my head, like, how the hell did this happen? And I might even approach him and ask him, like, bro, like, what happened?
Yeah, I'll look at some people like that, and I just kind of get a sense of sadness sometimes of like, man, like you're wasting your opportunity here.
Yeah, it's like you can't really enjoy, like you can't really enjoy your life to the fullest because there's certain things you won't be able to do or you won't have pleasure doing. Like you can't play with your kids. It's hard going up a flight of steps. Like
hard getting in your car, things like that.
Just about everything in life is harder if you're overweight. It is what it is. Just about everything is harder. Getting up is harder. Walking up the stairs is harder. Like you said, getting in your car is harder. Getting a seat on an airplane is harder. Walking is harder. Running is harder. Everything is just, and then don't even talk about like the healthcare outcomes associated with it. Almost everything is negatively associated. Almost all overweight people, it's a negative impact on their health. It just is. It just is.
Yeah, sad to say it, but the facts are the facts.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, Prom, I'm gonna ask you a question. And
Yeah,
Tony,
go.
I'm gonna ask you this question too. So, it's two scenarios. It's one scenario, it's a a woman, you know, she's very attractive, you know, she's fit and all these different things, right? But the thing is, in order to get with her, you will have to be the provider. You have to pay for everything and, you know, things of that nature. Versus a woman she's morbidly obese. I should say Lizzo or, you know, or Gabrielle Sidibe. I don't know if you know who that woman is. The thing is, with those two women, they're paying your way through. You know what I mean? Like, they're paying for everything. You know, they're pretty much like it's a sugar mama. It's a sugar mama situation. So if you had to choose between those two situations, which one would you choose? I already know what your answer is going to be, but, you know, I just let you tell it.
And get my wallet ready. That's what I say.
Just pay for everything. What about you, Tony, bro? If you had to choose between the overweight woman that's paying for everything as opposed to, you know, you paying for everything, but you got the woman that you actually want.
I'll probably pay.
Okay. I just wanted to ask you guys that question. Let's get back to
it. Yeah.
Situations are a result of many different things. Perhaps some are out of their control, some are in their control, but the end result is still going to be discussed.
Deciding to bulk, like that's a conscientious decision to gain weight. Like you already have those habit routines and skills. Use those same skills you had to pull back on the calories and knowledge you had.
Obviously, Myron has the skill set, the tools, the knowledge, the behavior. It's ingrained in him. And so when he went on a bulk and became overweight, very easy to go back to that. The difference is people who are morbidly obese, they oftentimes don't even know how to lose weight. And it might seem simple to us because it actually is. Calories in, calories out. Go for a walk, burn more, put the fork down. But for these individuals, they're looking for the magic trick, the holy grail, the pill that will make them lose weight without any effort. But there is no pill. But of course, there is my freaking cookbook. Imagine if these guys had my cookbook. I should have gave them all my book and said, hey, here's the book, eat from the book, come back and see me in a year and let me see if you're the same size. They would not be the same size. You know how difficult it is to lose weight when you're eating from this book? Harder than frigging last time. Code Greg, 15% off.
With the tools, people are very much capable of achieving amazing things. But
okay, let's talk about that.
No, hold on, I'm not done.
Why you cut me off
I'm
before,
not done.
remember?
And so you can see how the animosity starts to build up. When you cut somebody off in their speak and you speak over them and you don't let them finish and then they speak over you and it goes back and forth. And so people, they're going to start get heated. And if you watch this entire episode, you're going to see these two go back and forth and go harder than last time at each other.
Even if they work out, losing the weight does not come as simple as just going to the gym, cutting calories, watching everything that you eat.
But yet it literally is that simple. What you just listed would 100% work on everybody every single time.
Does that mean that I'm not active? Does that mean that I'm not doing certain things? No, it doesn't.
Yeah, it means it. It means you're in a calorie surplus. And so no matter how hard he looks at himself, this guy is a professional victim. Woe is me, poor this, poor that. I have no ownership of why I look this way.
On the flip side, what if I turned around and I did the same thing to you? You're talking about how fit and stuff that you are, but you're over there and you're smallest compared to these other guys.
And so you see how he tries to turn the table? You're saying you're all fresh and fit, but yet you're not as big as Coach Greg and Eric Janicki. Does it matter? Does he need to be? And so why are we fit shaming him? Suddenly the tables are turned. He doesn't like the fact that he says if you're morbidly obese that it's disgusting because you can do something about it. He can't help how he feels. He feels disgusted. We went over that definition. Doesn't mean he hates these people. Doesn't mean he doesn't like them. It means he's disgusted by that appearance. If I see vomit, poop on the ground somewhere, I'm disgusted. I look at it and I don't like it. Should I just like it because they didn't do anything to me? Hey, it's not aesthetic. I don't like it. It doesn't smell good. I'm not into that. And so is there really anything wrong with being honest and transparent and opening up and saying, hey, that disgusts me. You know you're going to get hate for it, yet you say it anyway. To me, that is a sign of somebody being their authentic self.
The tools are simply knowledge, which you can get for free on the internet.
Hey, Wing Chun and Tony, if you guys see something, you know, that piques your curiosity or whatever, just let me know. I'll stop it and you can elaborate on it.
Okay.
All right.
If you have the ability and the discipline to go out there and get the knowledge, then you're going to lose weight. It's just that simple. It's just that people want to always make excuses.
And so clearly he's making excuses. Oh, I don't know how to lose weight. Really? Do you know how to read? Do you know how to watch Coach Greg? literally have a channel, almost 3,500 videos. Watch 20 of them and see what happens. Is it really that difficult? Could you not get Coach Greg's cookbook or perhaps my Circle Diet book? It's not that long a read. You can literally read this while doing cardio. While walking at the gym or pedaling on a bicycle, you can read it, and by the time you're done the book, you'll know exactly how to lose weight. It really is that simple. And so when you're making excuses, just sounds like you're a professional victim looking for people to have sympathy for you. Oh, woe is me. I have a predisposition. I can't lose weight.
I don't think anyone's debating that weight loss is impossible here. I think the question is, why do you hate fat people, that you feel the disgust towards it?
First things first, disgust doesn't mean hate. We don't hate you. Disgusted by.
Yeah, I don't understand how he miscorrelated that. Hate and disgust is two different things. Just because I see a fat person, you know, and I'm disgusted by them, I don't know who they are as people, so I can't hate them, you know. But yeah.
Well, a lot of them want to make somebody
Hating
else
is like
I don't know if like disgust would be the right word, right?
I know.
Yeah, they want to make the other person the bad guy. So if they hate you, then they must be bad, right? Because they don't have a good reason to hate you, so
they don't like that. Yeah.
They don't
Just
like it,
because-
so they try to make it into this person's the bad person for basically judging me.
Yeah, that's that's an emotional state. Like, I don't know. Like, if that was the case, I wouldn't be where I'm at. Like, if people criticize me and talk crap about me, you know, like they don't, like even people that say what I just said, like criticize me and talk crap about me, I don't think they necessarily hate me. They just probably disagree with a lot of things that I stand for, you know. Like, like hate is a strong word. People like they don't understand. Like, if you hate somebody, it means if they die, you wouldn't care, or you would probably want them to die.
Yeah.
You know, so saying somebody hate you or whatever, like I don't think they understand like the weight that word holds, you know. So yeah,
people throw around all sorts of strong words without really understanding them all the time. We hear that in all these online spaces, you know, this person's this or this person's that. No, you just don't like what they're saying, or they don't like what you're saying, but that doesn't mean they're this other thing. Like, just because you know you don't like them doesn't make them an evil person.
Exactly. Like love is a result of life and hate is a result of death. So it's like you said, man, people just throwing around these words, not even knowing, you know, how powerful these words actually are saying them. But yeah.
Yeah, and I put something in the chat there, and I was just, when that other guy was talking about, hey, it's not like I don't go to the gym. And I find this to be really true in life. Many people that, you know, are the professional like victim type, they almost always overestimate how hard they work. They don't work nearly as hard as in their own mind that they think they do work. And they often underestimate the amount of work that the people that are successful often have to put in. Yes, there's people that are just naturally gifted and maybe they don't have to work super hard, but a lot of people that are really successful in things, they end up working really hard at it. And people that are maybe a little bit on the lazy side, they just want to point the finger and be like, he didn't have to work hard. He was just naturally whatever. No, the person probably also, like, maybe they had a natural gift, but I bet most likely they probably had to put in a lot of work too.
Exactly. And a lot of people don't necessarily see the type of work ethic that they put in to get their desired results. You know, like David Goggins, you know, he's a successful, hardworking guy, and we see the type of things that he do. So we see, okay, he's a very hardworking guy, you know, as opposed to Andrew Tate. You know, he's a hardworking guy as well, I should say. But me personally, I think Andrew Goggins have a higher work ethic, you know, because he's very extreme in his ideologies and belief, you know, as opposed to Andrew Tate. You know what I mean? As far as I see, I think he has it easier as opposed to David Goggins, you know, because of his lifestyle and things of that nature. So,
well, look at Goggins. At one point, he was kind of a fat fuck, right? I mean, that's no hate. He just was. So that shows you that he had the propensity to do that. So that meant, to me, that means his like biology, he probably had to work harder than somebody like, say, Tate, who probably was naturally just more athletic, just God-given athleticism, right? And there's people like that, and that's not hating on them. It's not saying they don't work hard, but somebody that comes from, hey, I was a fat fuck, and now I got to be like a world premier, you know, athletic guy. They had to work really, really hard to get there.
Yeah, but I'm gonna say this too. Like, a lot of like Andrew Tate, not Andrew Tate, but David Goggins, he had a speech impediment because I have one too. You probably can hear it in my voice. So he had to dig himself out of that. You know what I mean? And as opposed to Andrew Tate, where he's naturally charismatic and things of that nature. So yeah, man, it's like all men aren't created equal, but you know, I'm saying David Goggins had to do a lot more as opposed to
agreed.
Andrew Tate, you know.
Yes, 100%. 100%. And that's not to take away from the Tates of the world that maybe had talents just kind of gifted to them, because they also worked hard and maximized their talents. But to somebody that came from places of down, they had another ladder they had to climb, basically.
Yep.
So yeah, good stuff.
Greg mentioned some health implications with being overweight or obese.
Yeah.
I think being concerned might be a better.
That's the word I was
going to
go for.
word.
Like,
But
Can I be disgusted and concerned at the same time? When someone's scratching their face or 800 pounds, I'm disgusted and concerned. And so if you watch all my videos, do you not get the feeling, the sense that I'm trying to help people? When you watch my videos, if you've watched enough of them, do I not seem like somebody that's trying to do good?
But why would you look at them and be disgusted versus concerned?
Because that's what the word means. Feeling extreme dislike or disapproval of something. If I see somebody who weighs 50 pounds, let's say they're 5'5" and they weigh 65 pounds, I'm both disgusted and concerned at the same time. I don't like it, but I can't help the feeling of when I see it, and it takes me aback. I'm shocked. I have an immediate emotional response that tells me this is not good. I'm scared.
People aren't going to sit there and be like, let me see if he's a good person. No, they're just going to assume that you're lazy, which you are, by the way, when you're fat, and you don't have discipline, which you are, by the way.
He's mad at him for saying this, but he's not wrong.
I wouldn't say somebody lazy. Well, I would say most people that are like morbidly obese or just overweight in general are seen as lazy, but not everybody. Yeah, like my dad, you know, he's not lazy. He's a very hardworking guy, but he had a reason to be because he had like 11 kids. He had to, you know, care for it. So I mean, you know, like his he had to have a strong work ethic in order to provide for everybody. So just because, and my dad was overweight, he was like 300 pounds, but yeah, so just because somebody's overweight, they don't necessarily mean they're lazy or whatever. But yeah.
And I think you could be lazy in different things and hardworking in other things. So you may, let's say you're an overweight dude, but you're working 16-hour shifts at some hard labor job every day, but you're just kind of overweight. I wouldn't say you're lazy because you're working this hard. Let's say you're a construction dude or whatever. Yeah. You're not lazy. You're working hard at that, but you're not working hard at like fitness. Okay. You're like lazy in fitness, right? Like and sometimes definitely there's crossover. Like there's definitely a correlation at times between like, hey, this person's just kind of lazy and they're fat. Like there's definitely times where that's the case, but there's also, it's not an absolute. Like somebody could be working hard, but they're working hard in some way that isn't physically hard working them to being in better shape, if that makes sense.
Yeah, I hear you, man.
He's saying you're lazy and you lack discipline. If you were not lazy and had discipline, would you in fact weigh 600 pounds? Think about it. You watch the 600-pound loser, he puts them on a 500-calorie diet, and they show up the next month, they've gained 30 pounds. I followed the diet. Really? You worked out and ate 500 calories a day and gained 30 pounds in a month? Or did you binge in secret? Which do you think is more likely?
Let's say you knew he used to be 600 pounds, and how much do you weigh now?
I'm 384.
And now he's 384. Do you see him as less disgusting knowing he's lost 220 pounds?
No, that's fantastic.
And so he's all for people changing. Just because you were once disgusting doesn't mean you can't lose the weight. And so if you don't want people to look at you with disgust, well, why don't you do something about it? If that's not worth it to you, I don't care if you're disgusted by me. Well, what about doing it for you? or perhaps for your family, your friends, your pets, whatever that may be. Why not lose the weight so that you can be on this earth longer than friggin' last time? Is it really too much to ask you to go for a walk, to move your body, to put the fork down? You don't need all the money in the world. You don't even need to join the gym. Try eating one less meal a day. Try eating half a plate instead of 5. And of course, if you're interested in the cookbook, the Circle Diet book, how to lose weight, keep it off for the rest of your life, and all these delicious, amazing recipes, it will be so easy to lose weight if you get the book. All you got to do is eat some of the meals from the cookbook versus what you're regularly eating. It has less calories. You lose weight by being.
All right, I'm gonna go and close this out. See Anthony Scott. Highlight his comment right quick. These people are addicted though the same way some are addicted to working out. Yeah, I mean, at least working out, it's a healthy addiction. I wouldn't necessarily like work out too much because you know your muscles won't really get a chance to recover because you overworking them.
But there's those like, and I'm sure you've seen them at the gym. Like there's those like anorexically skinny girls who are spending like 3 hours on the treadmill. That's kind of the bad side of it too, right? That's the, hey, I've gone too far the other way. That can be a thing.
So
I don't think we see that quite as often, but that is a thing.
Yeah.
There's those little, I've seen them before. They weigh like, they're, 5'5", 5'6", and they don't even weigh 100 pounds, and they're just rail thin, and they're walking on the treadmill with the incline for legit 3 hours. I've seen them. That's the other side, the bad side of the fitness. They got an issue. They got an issue.
Yeah, I don't know if they uneducated or I don't know their goal.
No, they're sick in the head, man. They're sick in the head. It's an addiction. Like it is what it is.
That's wild.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, that's it. You got to actually open my eyes up to that. I don't know. I just think doing something too much can be a bad thing. Even if you drink too much water, you
can end yourself drinking too much water.
Yep.
Too much of anything.
Bad. Yep. Even if it's good for you, it's always a balance to everything.
Mm-hmm.
But I want to ask you guys. I'm gonna ask you guys a few questions. I'm gonna close it out.
Mm-hmm.
So, what advice would you give to young men as far as like health and fitness and things of that nature?
Do you want to go first, or do you want me to go?
I want you to go first.
Oh, I was offering up to. Sorry, I didn't catch the other gentleman's name up on panel.
Are you talking about Tony Wing Chun Pressure?
Tony, yeah. Tony, you want me to go or you want to go?
You go first.
All right. So I would say just be consistent and consistently do something. So even if it's like Greg on the video was saying, even if it's just go for a couple mile walk, do something, be consistent about it, and carry that through your life. And pick something you like to do, because if you like to do it, then you'll keep doing it. If you hate running, then don't be a runner. Do something else that works for you.
Mm-hmm. Okay, I'll say this. I'll make mine real quick. Just stop making excuses and do what you need to do to yield the results that you need to yield for your life. Like me, I go back to myself, for example. Like for a good majority of my life, I would always make excuses. Like the guys on the panel were saying, the two fat black guys, they would sort of justify the reasons why they're in the position that they're in. Like maybe I have a health ailment or whatever. But regardless of what condition you're suffering from, you can still, do things you need to do in order to put yourself in a better position. I don't care what you're suffering from, like unless you're suffering from some kind of like mental illness, like bipolar, schizophrenic, or maybe you like mentally, I ain't gonna finish the sentence, but if you're suffering from something like that, maybe because you're not mentally there. But if you're a healthy, functioning human being, then there is don't make excuses for yourself and just do what you need to do to progress your life, But yeah. Tony, is there anything you want to add, man?
For me, I would just do weightlifting, and just if you don't like running, then just don't run. Just just do something else. For me personally, I just do weightlifting, running, and martial arts. That's just for me. Yeah, so it depends more like on your body type, body structure. Because if you're like you're really really big, like the people in the video, it's gonna be very hard to run. So you have to start out with like very easy tasks, just walk around, raise your hands or things like that. But then after a while, like when you start losing weight, then you can start going to like the harder stuff. So, in my opinion, so
Yeah, man. Like I'm at a point where I could almost. I'm like 300. I'm almost. I can't think of the name of the workout, but it's like it's a form of calisthenic where you could like raise your like if you were like I can't think of the exercise. It's like you're in pull up position, but you can like raise your legs all the way over your head. I'm actually at a point where I could do that as opposed to 2 years ago. I could barely do one pull up, but now I could, Dan to do a whole 360. I can't think of the name of the workout, but I think you guys know what I'm alluding to. But yeah, man, I actually wish I could have covered this like about 2 or 3 months ago, but I don't. I don't know. I don't know. I guess I just had like more important topics to cover, but I'm happy I'm getting to it now. So one more question I want to ask you guys. Actually, I think you already answered this, Primal. So I mean, there's really no need for me to. Well, I'm gonna ask it again. What is the what is the percentage in the States as far as guys being over? I think you said like as far as like in the as far as like worldwide, it was like 70%.
U.S.
What is the percentage in the U.S.?
Yeah, U.S. is 70%. I think worldwide it's a little bit better. I think we're in the States we're chubby, but in the States it's 70% of all adults are overweight. That's male, female. That's all adults, and it's about even men and women.
About even men and women. What about like age range, like 20 to 25?
So
21?
that's like going up. And it's fairly consistent across the board, and we're getting to the point now where I believe it's 1 in 3 children are overweight now.
You said 1 in 3 children?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, let me ask you another question. I'm sort of like
I
seem
think
sort of educated on this subject, so I want to ask one more question.
I'm just like full disclosure. I'm a nurse and a personal trainer, so I have some.
Okay.
Yeah. I have vested interest in the topic.
Yes, I should have. I should have known when you told me you pretty much been in shape, for the duration of your life. I should have. Yeah, I should have guessed that. But okay, since you have personal training, experience or whatever. Do you have any experiences like nutrition and stuff like that?
Yeah.
Okay, I'm gonna ask you a question just to help me out. Okay, so what would you advise me to do in order for me to lose weight? Right. Well, I'm not in bad shape now, but I'm trying to lose a little bit more weight. So would you want me to like increase my cardio intake, or like reduce my calorie intake? Like which one is more important?
So it's a little bit of both, right? So generic advice, and without like getting too much into your individual situation, but generally speaking, you want to lose weight slowly and consistently. So if you have a negative 500 calorie split daily for a week, you will in theory lose a pound every week. Now, does that really play out in real life? Not 100%. No, not necessarily. But let's just make the numbers easy. Let's say you normally take in 2,000 calories a day. Between exercise and your diet, if you increase your exercise enough and increase your diet enough to be less, so like going from 2,000 calories to 1,500 calories, in practice, in theory, every week you're going to lose a pound of fat, quote unquote. Now, does it really work out exactly like that? No, but that's the like broad level generic advice of if you want to lose weight, it's best to do it slowly, consistently, and try to target about 500 calories less a day than what you're currently doing now.
Okay, is it harder for adults or like children? Hold on, wait a minute. Like, is it harder to build muscle for kids as opposed to adults?
It depends on, generally speaking, kids will be harder. One of the biggest muscle building things you have in your body is testosterone. So as you're speaking for men, at least, for like young boys that haven't really hit puberty yet, it's going to be tougher. But when you have that peak kind of testosterone surge in between, like, let's call it 15, 16 to about 30-ish, give or take, some numbers may vary, but that's when you're probably going to be easiest to build muscle, is when you're at your peak testosterone natural production.
What age is that normally? Around like 21?
I would say,
in your early 20s?
I would say from like anywhere, like 50, I'm going to call it just for ease, like 15 to 30. And the numbers are a little bit different, but that's just a ballpark area.
Okay, yeah, I'm asking these questions just in case people see the playback. They'll have some information to go off of, so they can get started on their journey or whatever.
Yeah, most males or men, we start to kind of our natural, generally speaking, after you get to like 30, 35, 40, your testosterone production starts to fall off a little bit, but it doesn't really like fall off for most guys as long as you're healthy until you're like maybe like 50 or 60. So you can still pretty build muscle into middle age or even starting of old age. But the peak years are, I'm going to say, just for ease of saying, I'm going to say between 15 and 30.
Okay. Yeah, I think you pretty much didn't answer all of my questions, man. I really appreciate you joining my panel. I seen y'all like, that's Prime. What the hell? But
Yep. Yeah, no, it's good stuff, man. I like your show. I was catching up on it a little bit. I've seen it through various other channels, so I wanted to hop on and see what was what.
Yeah, man. I'm still new to this thing. I've only been at it for a few months, so as I do it more, the better I'll eventually get. So, yeah, man. So you have any closing thoughts?
No, man, great stream, great topic. I appreciate you hosting it and having us up and come chat about it. So thank you very much. If you're in the chat and if you haven't already, hit that like button, hit the subscribe button. And if you're seeing it on the replay, make sure leave a comment. It helps with the engagement.
You running my show better than me. Hey, Tony, do you have any closing thoughts for me, man? Or for the audience?
You're doing a pretty good job with the show. And I thought you were gonna clown Lucario when we came up. So,
man, I'm gonna try to stay off that dude, man. Like I didn't already done at this point about a dozen videos on this dude. Like if people want to follow him, they can follow him. You know what I mean?
Like he gives like good advice on like dating and stuff. But there's some things that he does that he puts on YouTube that just contradicts what he just said. Like he does the stuff that he says not to do, but he does it in public. Meanwhile, you said not to do it. Like, I don't understand what he's talking about.
Yeah, man. Like, I'm going to try to stay away from this dude, bro, because I don't want my content just to revolve around those guys, But even though I do like Klein and Lucario because he contradicts what we say a lot, but like I said, I want my content to be geared towards helping men, as opposed to clowning men that are supposed to be helping men, I think any guy that's actually aiming to help men, I will support that, and I will, like I said, support that. So even though
we lost him. I don't. Well, hey, it's all good. If he got disconnected, I'll kind of hop down and let him do his thing. But True Prodigy, thanks for having this panel. Thanks for having a great topic. Appreciate you. Again, if you haven't already, hit the like and subscribe button. Hit those buttons. Help True Prodigy get up there. I see just over 1,000. So the next goal is 2,000, right? Let's get True Prodigy up to 2K, from 1K to 2K.
I got up her kind of quick, too. Like in
that's
like
good.
3
That's
months,
good
I
stuff,
got like
man.
600. I think it's mainly from clowning the dating coach, but yeah, man, I'm gonna go and close. Yeah, I actually wanted to debate. What's his name? Well, not debate, but I wanted to have a conversation with Playing with Fire. So, I mean, maybe you can make that happen. If not, then it's all good. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I know
he's a busy dude, and he got a lot going on. So, like, if you can, it's cool. If not, then
I can ask him. Cool. What is it? I guess so that in reaching out to him, what is the kind of either point of contention or disagreement, or what's the topic? I guess that way I can at least pitch it to him in a decent manner. Well, I haven't talked to Alex about it in a while, but I've hosted a number of debates between him and another party before, so I'm happy to reach out.
Yeah, it would be about about how relevant dating coaches are in this society and if they're needed or not. Pretty much, it would be a conversation alluding to that.
In my opinion, I think it's like a side thing. In my opinion, like a side job. It's like not like Monday to Friday job. It's probably like something like for the weekends. It's not really needed, but it is. So it's like it is, but it's not.
Well, you can make money off of it, but I
Yeah.
guess you're trying to say, it's not something that you can live off of. Some dating coaches are living off of that, shocking. Yeah, shockingly. But yeah, if you can, man, just let them know that,
I'll let them know that, hey, you were more interested, not so much maybe a debate, but more of a like conversation in terms
it can
of
lead
like
into a debate, but it can start off
Right.
as just a general conversation.
Yeah. And I guess to kind of preface this, what's your stance on that in terms of, are you just kind of curious to hear his perspective on how are dating coaches working in the world in America 2024? Is that kind of the like broad strokes of it?
Well, yeah, it could be that, because my main stance is like dating coaches aren't relevant or aren't needed in society. So maybe he could, I
like
could have
give
a
his
conversation
argument
with
as to
him
why.
exactly.
Yeah.
He could and he could convince me or like open my eyes and tell me why they are needed, because I should say, Lucario and those guys haven't done that, so maybe I can get a different perspective from a different dating coach or whatever. So yeah.
Almost an opportunity for him to kind of like sell you or convince you on this is why people should consider getting a dating coach.
Yeah, and like I said, I don't really think I'm that relevant. If he declines, it's fine. You know what I mean? Or if he accepts, it's cool too. So,
Alex is an interesting dude, because sometimes he'll. I know that he's kind of tried to get a little bit out of the debate, because he was debating a lot of people for a while.
I seen it. That's why I was there. That's why I wanted to ask.
So he was doing it for a while, and then kind of around the last time I hosted one for him, he told me that he was trying to like step away a bit from it. He would still do it if it was like a really big name, like if he was going to debate Destiny or some other like big name, he wasn't going to pass it out, because it was just like an opportunity to get a big platform. But he was kind of stepping away from the like kind of call it smaller debates, but I'll ask him. I mean, I got no problem with that.
I know he do his show, so just in case like you can't get to him, I'll just join one of his shows and ask him in. But man, like Primal Bro, it's been a pleasure having you.
Yeah.
Same thing for you, Tony, man.
You too.
That being said, I'm gonna go ahead and close it out. Thanks.
All right, salute.
See you, man.